more methods and topics we are going to understand in this chapter. Put your pens down, you don't have to write it, just be attentive. One is factorization method of solving the limits. Basically, limits means the value of x is indeterminate. The value of fx, function of x is indeterminate because generally the denominator comes to 0. So there we use the concept of limits. Okay. Now with the help of factorization, what we shall do is we'll try to eliminate the factor which comes in the denominator as 0. And in remaining you can substitute the value and obtain the value of function x. When we solve it, you'll understand the concept in detail. But other than tabular method, we can use factorization. Now see, we already know that commerce students by birth are very weak in factorization. Okay, manufacturing defect is there with commerce students to understand maths and factorization. Exceptions are there, but otherwise factorization is considered to be a complicated topic. So I'll give you a substitute method of doing this, which is called as Vijay Varmisation method. So that method we will understand, and then I'll leave it to you whether you want to do with factorization or Varmisation. After that, certain questions, we'll divide the question in 3 categories. Factorization. After teaching you Varmisation, I'll teach you magic. And after the magic, I'll teach you black magic. However, today we will understand this Varmisation, and magic and black magic we will do tomorrow. So, what is this concept of factorization? Understand it first. Put your pens down. Page number 164. You don't have to solve it, just understand the concept first. Page 164, exercise 4, section D. Now, first question, understand how to do it by factorization method. Limit x tends to 1. 3x square minus 4x plus 1 divided by x minus 1. Now if we do it by factorization method, then you can say it is equal to limit x tends to 1. Now here 4x, we have to split into 2 numbers such that 3 into 1. What is 3 into 1? 3. The product of 2 numbers comes as 3. Okay, this is the concept of factorization. And the sum of 2 numbers should come minus 4. Minus 4x rather, you have to split into 2 numbers in factorization such that what is first and last numbers product 3 into 1. So product of these 2 numbers should come to 3 and sum of the 2 numbers should come to minus 4. Can I say minus 3x minus x? What is the sum of 2 numbers? Minus 3x minus x? Minus 4x. And what is the product of 2 numbers? Minus 3 into minus 1 plus 3. Did you understand this portion, everyone? So, how would you do the factorization? 3x square minus 3x minus x plus 1. Minus 4x, I split into minus 3x minus x, and remaining 3x square and 1 remains as it is. Divided by x minus 1. Any confusion so far? That is equal to limit x tends to 1. 3x square minus 3x is common. Don't talk in between. 3x is common, bracket x minus 1. Minus 1 is common in bracket x minus 1. Here 3x is common, so 3x into x, 3x square, 3x into minus 1, minus 3x. Here minus 1 is common, so minus 1 into x, minus 1 into minus 1, that's 1. And divided by x minus 1. Limit x tends to 1. The two factors are x minus 1 is one factor and 3x minus 1 is the second factor upon x minus 1. X minus 1 gets cancelled. So limit x tends to 1, simply 3x minus 1. Now what we have to do is, in x we have to substitute 1. And once you substitute the value in x, don't write limit. Once you substitute the value in x, don't write limit. Means you can directly write it as 3 in place of x, 1. Okay, in place of x I am substituting 1, minus 1. And when you substitute the value, we don't have to write limit. So 3 into 1, 3. 3 minus 1, 2. Did everyone understand it? It means what? As x tends to 1, fx tends to 2. If you would have done the tabular method and taking the values 0.9, 0.99, 0.999 and 0.9999, your answers would come 1.8, 1.98, 998 and 9998. And same way with 1.01001, you will get 2.2, 2.02, 0002, 002 that way. So your answers would come near to 2. By factorization, we obtain the same thing. That as x tends to 1, fx tends to 2. Did you understand this? Now, if you do the same thing by Varmisation, understand it carefully. Limit x tends to 1, 3x squared minus 4x plus 1 upon x minus 1 is equal to limit x tends to 1. Now, listen carefully. If you are given x tends to 1, what you have to do is just in between put minus. One of the factors will be x minus 1. One of the factors will be x minus 1. If they say x tends to 3, what will be one of the factors? X minus 3. If they say x tends to minus 4, now minus minus will become plus. So what will be one of the factors? X plus 4. Able to understand this? If they say x tends to minus 8, what will be one of the factors? Minus minus becomes x plus 8. If they say x tends to 1 by 2, no. If they say x tends to 1 by 2, bring 2 on the left side and then put minus. Means one of the factors will be 2x minus 1. Understood this? If they say x tends to 2 by 3, 3x minus 2. If they say x tends to minus 1 by 4, 4x plus 1. You'll bring 4 on the other side and minus minus will become plus. So 4x plus 1. Any confusions with this? Now here, limit x tends to 1. So in between if you put minus, what is one of the factors? X minus. Any confusion in this? Now repeat, first term. Divide by first term. Last term. Divide by last term. Once again. First term divide by first term. Last term divide by last term. You get the second factor. For example, what is the first term? And here what is the first term? 3x squared divided by x is 3x. First term divided by first term. 3x squared divided by x, 3x. last term divided by last term. What is 1 divided by minus 1? X minus 1, 3x minus 1 directly. No need to do factorization in between. Okay? X tends to 1. Varmisation. X tends to 1. So one of the factors is x minus 1. And second factor, 3x square divided by x, 3x. 1 divided by minus 1, minus 1. Denominator x minus 1. Okay? X minus 1 gets cancelled. Limit x tends to 1. 3x minus 1. 3 into 1 minus 1. 3 minus 1. 2. Did everyone understand this portion? So, whosoever is having trouble with factorization can use this. Okay. And one more thing. In case if in your school the teacher insists that I want the factorizations method, means I want this step, I want these 2 steps in between, then leave 2 lines and write this. Leave 2 lines and write this, and go reverse. Multiply and open the brackets. You'll get the 2 factors. Means what is x into 3x? 3x. What is x into minus 1? Minus. What is minus 1 into 3x? Minus. And what is minus 1 into minus 1? Plus 1. And then you show in between the common factors. In case if they insist that show the factorization, then leave 2 lines in between and show the factorization. But in the class I'll be doing it directly. Is everyone okay with this? So any doubts with this? No. Question 18.